Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Welcome to the Anant Katha channel. Today, I am fortunate to narrate this story, and you are equally blessed to hear it. For this, we thank the Lord. According to the Devi Bhagwat Purana, Vyasa's son, Shukadeva, accepted Brihaspati as his guru and undertook the vow of celibacy. After completing an in-depth study of the Vedas and Dharmashastras in the Gurukul, he returned to his father after giving dakshina to his guru. Seeing Shukadeva, Vyasa embraced him with joy and inquired about his well-being. After his arrival, Vyasa began thinking about his son's marriage, and one day he mentioned a beautiful sage's daughter. Vyasa said,
"O son, you have completed the study of the Vedas and Dharmashastras. Now, marry and enter the Grihastha ashram, a householder's life, perform sacrifices for the gods and ancestors, and free me from my obligations. Without a son, there is no liberation, nor does one attain heaven. I have obtained you through difficult penance, so fulfill my hope and become a family man for my redemption."
Shukadeva replied,
"I see no real happiness in this world. Give me knowledge, and I will follow that command."
Vyasa responded,
"O son, I have performed penance for hundreds of years to obtain you, worshipping Lord Shiva. I can also provide you with plenty of wealth. Enjoy your youth and the pleasures of life."
Shukadeva replied,
"Father, there is no happiness without adversity in this world. The wise do not consider pleasures mixed with sorrow to be true happiness. If I marry, I will fall under the control of a wife. Tell me, how can one find happiness in subjugation? One may free themselves from the bonds of wood or iron, but not from the bonds of a wife and children. Why should I seek worldly pleasure when I can experience the profound joy of the soul? Beings are endlessly trapped in this vicious cycle of existence. What is real happiness in this world, apart from the knowledge of the soul? Those who remain entangled in worldly pleasures, even after studying the Vedas, are fools. What could be more surprising than those who, even after receiving human birth, remain bound? Only those who are not swayed by the attributes of Maya are free from these bonds. The only true knowledge is that which quickly leads to liberation. The bonds of household life are the real chains, and they terrify me."
Vyasa said,
Grihastha ashram is not the cause of bondage. He who is free in his mind can remain liberated even while living as a householder. A person who earns wealth righteously, speaks the truth, performs yajnas and shraddh ceremonies, can attain moksha while living in a household. There is no other ashram greater than Grihastha ashram. Vasishtha and other sages have also followed this path. Nothing is impossible for a householder who acts according to the Vedas. So heed my advice and marry a noble girl to fulfill your duties."
Shukadeva replied,
"Father, Grihastha ashram is filled with suffering, and I will never accept it. In this world, birth, old age, and death are all filled with pain. Greed and desire are the greatest sources of suffering, and dependence on others is like dying every day. Even scholars must praise the wealthy to fill their bellies, whereas food can be obtained from leaves, fruits, and roots. There is only hardship in caring for a wife, children, and family. Teach me the path of knowledge and yoga, for I have no interest in rituals. Show me a way to destroy the three types of karma: accumulated, current, and past."
Hearing Shukadeva's rational arguments, Vyasa was consumed with worry. Tears began to flow, his body trembled, and his heart was filled with guilt. Seeing his grieving father, Shukadeva said,
"Oh, how powerful is Maya, that it has deluded even my father, who is the knower of Vedanta and the Vedas. O son of Parashara, you are a source of knowledge. Then why do you grieve like an ignorant person? Who knows what we were in our past lives in this world? Be patient and let go of sorrow. Father, give me such knowledge that will free me from this great fear. Even after obtaining this rare human birth, the thought of being bound does not leave my mind."
Hearing his son's words, Vyasa said,
"O son, study the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam that I have written. This Purana is equal to the Vedas and is the crown jewel of all Puranas. By listening to it, one can gain true knowledge of both the real and unreal.
Shukadeva studied the text but remained restless in the ashram. He neither ate too much nor fasted completely. Seeing his son still troubled, Vyasa asked,
"O son, what worries you? I am here for you. Let go of your distress and focus on self-reflection. If my teachings do not bring you peace, then go to Mithila and meet King Janak. He is a knower of truth and dharma, and he is both liberated and free from worldly attachments. Ask him about the mysteries of the Varan Ashrama Dharma."
Shukadeva replied,
Father, I have doubts about how King Janak can be truly liberated while ruling a kingdom. If the tongue can taste, and one experiences heat and cold, how can there be liberation? How can one practice impartiality in ruling, while distinguishing between friends and foes, and still claim to be liberated?
After Vyasa's repeated persuasion, Shukadeva finally decided that he would go to Mithila and seek answers from King Janak to resolve his doubts. Victory to Mother Goddess.